Ladies and gentlemen, the Dungeons and Dragons Essentials Kit. Oh, yes, I know. I know. You are beyond excited for this. I know, because I am too. So we're going to open it up. And we are going to do it. I do not play D&D. I never have in my life, but we are going to start doing it today, ladies and gentlemen. So, without further ado, can't find my either have I. Can't find my knife, so it's over there. So here we go, busting it open. If you guys want to play, I'm gonna be running games in the Discord. So you could either, ooh, this smells good. So you could either play as long as you have a mic, or you could put on the camera if you want, and we could all chat together. So ages 12 and up, D&D Essentials Kit. It comes with the Defeat the Dragon of Ice Spire Peak. Dungeons and Dragons is a cooperative storytelling game that harnesses your imagination and invites you to explore a fantastic world of adventure where heroes battle monsters, find treasures, and overcome epic quests. This box contains the essentials you need to run a D&D game with one dungeon master and 1 to 5 adventures. Okay. This set includes a 64-page notebook that teaches you how to create characters of levels 1 to 6 and play the game. The Dragons of Ice Spire Peak, an introductory adventure. Double-sided poster map. A Dungeon Master's screen. A 6 blank character sheets. 11 polyhedral dice. 81 cards describing magic items, sidekicks, and more. Includes codes to continue your Dungeons and Dragons journey on D&D Beyond, the official digital tool set for Dungeons and Dragons. Not sure what that is. Unique discount code for 50% off. The digital player's handbook. Unique product key to unlock the digital version of the Dragon of Ice Spire adventure and access the supplementary content. For Ice Spire Peak, I got this at Target for under retail. It retails for $24.99 in the US, and I believe I got it for like $12 with my red card, so that was very cool. If only your brain could comprehend the rules of the game long enough for you to play. I'm trying my best, though. Oh, don't worry, we're going to go through it. We got 7 minutes on the drug dealer game, but here we go. So, let's open this up like this, so you guys can see it. Oh. First opening. So there we go. Alright, so right off the bat, we have the dice. Now, it looks like there's a bunch of different dice in here, so there's always going to be something different that we're doing. There also is a 20-sided dice, which I actually have another one of for showdown cards, because you need a 20-sided die. Learning it does definitely seem intimidating, but we'll see what happens. So let's put those over there for now and get our D&D. Oh, I got an email. So So this is the Dragon of Icespire Peak adventure. There's a map key on the back, which is pretty awesome. So it shows you the different places and what the symbols mean. It's just like a fantasy RPG game. So you have shrub, window, trap, door, throne, tent, stump, stove, statue, standing stone. As you can see, railing, fireplace, all these different things. Ballista barrels, battlement, broken door. If you guys didn't know, Elder Scrolls is heavily influenced by D&D, which led to the first game Arena, according to the original Bethesda devs. Interesting. Okay, so this is literally the entire guide to the game. So here's the table of contents. As you can see, this is literally going to walk you through every single thing. It looks like mainly it's locations. Running the adventure is page 1. So most of this is just words. There are some pictures. I'm receiving a FaceTime from Tony. Tony, if you're watching, we're still streaming. So, as you can see, there are some pictures that I will show. Okay, so you could actually play as one player with the sidekick. I'm saying. So this is the rules to the entire game. Of course, the Dragon of Icespire Peak. Okay, it's literally showing all of the locations and stuff. Cool. So let's read the first page real quick. It does a quick overview. So, like, the first 7 pages seems to be, like, the entire tutorial. Actually, it's like the first 11 pages. So running the adventure. This book is written for the Dungeon Master. It contains a complete Dungeons and Dragons adventure, as well as descriptions for every creature that appears in the adventure. It also teaches you how to run a D&D game. The other book that accompanies this one, called the Rulebook, contains the information the players need to create and advance their characters, as well as the rules you need to adjudicate. I feel like we need an hour or 2 to read the book. Yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna do. The other book that accompanies this one, called the Rulebook, contains as well as the rules you need to adjudicate situations that arise during your adventure. So basically, it's just how you play. Overview. A D&D adventure is a collection of locations, quests, and challenges that inspires you to tell a story. The outcome of that story is determined by the actions and decisions of the adventurers and, of course, the luck of the dice. You can run Dragon of Icespire Peak as a few or as one player. As many as 5 players. Each player starts with a first level character. The adventure is set a short distance from the city of Neverwinter in the Sword Coast region of the Forgotten Realms setting. The Sword Coast is part of the North, a vast realm of free settlements surrounded by lawless, untamed wilderness. You don't need to be a Forgotten Realms expert to run the adventure, as everything you need to know about the setting is contained in this book. If this is the first time you're running a D&D adventure, read the Role of the Dungeon Master section. Okay. So we'll get into that eventually. It shows us the Sword Coast. Then it shows Phandalin. It almost looks like the map from Kingdom Come Deliverance. You can see there's a little city called Phandalin. Hold up. Here is the Gold Coast, or Sword Coast, sorry, not the Gold Coast. And it goes on to show you pretty much every single location in the game. And tell you about pretty much everything. In the back we have, oh wow, look at this. This is so cool. So here we have the creatures. So you can see the first two creatures that they show are the Ankeg and the Anchorite of Talos. So it tells you everything about the enemy. Strength, dexterity, conditioning, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. They also have senses. Dark vision 60 feet. It tells you their languages. So the Anchorite of Talos is an orc. It speaks the common tongue, and it speaks orc. It tells you the moves they have, or actions at the bottom. Here's the orc thing, as you can see. Right here's where it says the languages and all that information. It shows their skills. So they have nature, stealth, survival. They really don't have skills, these things. So it shows us a bunch of cool creatures, enemies that you're going to be fighting. That's a banshee. There's a centaur. You have humanoids, you have boars, spiders, harpies. Kind of looks familiar. Oh, look at this. A mimic chest. Now I see where all these video games get their mobs and stuff from. So some things there's actually not pictures for. So there's things we're missing. And that's it. There's the young white dragon, the last one. So yeah, this is the book that tells us about everything. Here is my Essentials D&D box. This is kind of like those Pokemon boxes. Oh wow, that just automatically worked there. Yep, pretty much, right? Very cool. Okay. So there we go, there's that. Let's fold this box up. And there we go. There's my little essentials kit. So here we have character cards. I believe that shows the levels. These are conditions. These have descriptions on the back. So even more actions and conditions. These are NPCs that I believe you can meet in this game. We have magic item cards. I think these are all cards. Kind of weird the way they did this though. They give you cutouts. Some more magic items. Even more magic items. More magic items. Quests. And now we have an actual rule book. And this tells you literally everything else. So that other book was how to run the game and what this type of game was. This is the actual rule book. So this is going to tell you how to do everything, how to create your character. Tells you all the features of all the classes. Rose, this is a Dungeon and Dragons Essentials guide. We are going to be setting up games. We're just going through everything that was in the box. It's everything you need to run the game and play it. Yeah, so this is literally telling us everything, the different classes, how to create them, what you're going to do, how you're going to level up, the different backgrounds. Chapter 2 is playing the game. Tells you about ability checks, saving throws, strength checks, the environment, special types of movement you could do, combat, moves, attack rolls, damage types, all that good stuff. Chapter 3 is showing me equipment. So it shows pretty much every single item you can get. Club, dagger, great club, hand axe, javelin, light hammer, mace, quarterstaff, spear. Those are simple melee weapons. Simple range weapons, crossbow, light, dart, short bow, sling. Martial melee weapons, battle axe, flail, great axe, great sword, halberd, longsword, maul, morning star, rapier, scimitar, short sword, trident, warhammer. So basically everything that exists is in here. Artisan's tools, backpack, barrel, barding, basket, bedroll, bell, bank, blanket, book, bottle, glass, bucket, candle, case, crossbow, bolt, case, mapper, scroll, chalk, chest, There's a ton of stuff in here. Chapter 4 is spells. Tells you literally about all the spells and what they do. And that is a bit about it. And then we have sidekicks in the end, which is if you want to play solo, you can create a sidekick for yourself. Kind of like a follower in Skyrim. So you have a warrior, spellcaster, and an expert. The spellcaster has healing, mage spells, so it could heal or be a mage, a damage dealer. The warrior one could be a defender or an attacker, so it could get a protection roll. And then the expert is more of a damage guy with a lot of perception. Dagger, shortbow, short sword. And then it tells you about what happens when they level up. So that's the entire rulebook. Now I have the Dungeon Master's cubby here. So the Dungeon Master can actually sit behind this, kind of keep everything hidden, and this entire thing kind of is just everything that the Dungeon Master needs to know. It shows things like food and drink, cover, encounter distances, travel pace, conditions, things you can do on a turn, actions in combat. So pretty much just does an overview of everything. Shows a chart of the sizes of the monsters and stuff. Very cool. So that's that. Next up here we have, I think these are character creation sheets. Yep, character appearance. So you can actually, looks like you could draw your character if you want. Then there's backstory, treasure, additional features and traits. So it tells you everything that you could do in the character creation part of the guide. Okay, so these are basically little character booklets, I guess. I don't know why it's not like, how it's not like that. It's just turned around. Oh, that was actually the back page, maybe. And then you have this side, which is actually all your stats and everything. This is literally like a character inventory screen. It shows your equipment, what you have on, the attacks you have, all your stats and everything. Very cool. So it gives us a bunch of these. Whole stack of them. Whoa. We have a little advertisement along with the code for the Dungeons and Dragons online stuff. So I will look into this stuff and see what I could do with it. And then, of course, last but not least, we have the map. So here is a full-blown map of the Sword Coast, which would be put onto your table, I guess, while you're playing, so everybody could see the map. And this is that city. This is Phandalin. So this shows you that. So that is the official game map. So there you go, guys. That is everything that is in here. Quite literally everything that you need to play. Straight down to the dice, which I will keep in the bag for now. And I believe this is a card box. Just cleaning my room and setup right now. So this is a card box. And we're going to put all that back. And as you can see, there is the box. Very nice. So, that is the D&D Essentials kit. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. I hope you enjoyed this video if you're watching it on the YouTube, because I'm about to post a clip right about now. If you did, make sure to like. It helps me out a ton. Of course, it's not mandatory. And if you like Elder Scrolls and RPG content, be sure to consider subscribing. I also have a membership now, which I will be working on in the near future, which is $2.99 a month for all of the chat options and everything, and it's $4.99 a month for access for all those other options and access to a private Discord. Once I have a few members, I will make the Discord, and it will be all set up. I'm also going to be looking into a Patreon, see what's going to happen there. But yeah, so thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you on tomorrow night's stream. Have a good night, everyone.